Joining us to discuss, now we have Dalia Khalifa, she's the IFC's Regional Director for Central Africa, Liberia, and Nigeria, and Sierra Leone. Joining me right here in the studio. It's great to have you. Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to be with you.
Quite a lot of hats.
Well, that's the way we do it,
country hats. It's great to have you. So, we're seeing, significant investment, from the IFC, in Africa, especially for the digital economy.
Yeah.
Why is the digital economy so important to the IFC right now?
Well, it's a critical sector amongst many sectors. As you mentioned, FY24, 14 billion, FY25 at 15 billion. And so we're really growing progressively. And part of that, or a large part of that, is dedicated to digital. And now when I say digital, I mean digital infrastructure, but also venture capital. So it's, when you want to grow in the digital space, you need to make sure that you have the infrastructure foundation to support it. And that is in terms of broadband, connectivity, wires, but also energy. All of these are elements to giving a country a strong digital foundation to expand in this new era of where the world is going.
And 14 billion, that's a huge sum. Yeah. With that investment, so far, what have you seen? Some of the benefits, that most of the countries you've invested in are seeing right now.
A great question. So at the end of the day, why we do what we do is to create jobs, because jobs are really the engine of economic growth. When you have a job, you're able to see the future, you're able to recreate and produce and add back to your economy and create other jobs. So it's really the engine of growth that keeps us all going, right? So what we do is we look at where is it that we feel that jobs can be most advanced by mobilizing capital. And you'll find that those are the sectors that, not surprising, agriculture, industry, manufacturing, digital, infrastructure, and also the financial sector. These are really the backbones of any economy. And so if you look at where we have focused across the continent, those really define it. In the digital infrastructure space, which includes energy, we have invested quite a bit. In Nigeria, for example, of this 14 billion in FY25, 15 billion in F24, and then F25, 15 billion. You'll find that about 15% of it has gone to digital and infrastructure, if not more. And that is because of the centrality of that sector to making sure that the economy is able to grow. Africa stands at 1.5 billion people today. And in 25 years, it'll be 2.5 billion, with 600 million new entrants to the job market. Nigeria is at the forefront of that. The turn of the century, Nigeria will be the most populous country on the continent. So it is really the heart of Africa. And the way Nigeria goes, Africa will go. So we're really invested in seeing how we can mobilize capital across all of these sectors in Nigeria.
And looking at, supporting most of these businesses, we also have the startup, side of things. And some see startups as risky, but you guys are still investing. About 1,200 startups have received investment. How are you, managing, risk of investing in a startup and actually, getting the right ones, the money they need?
So you put your finger on it. Everything is risky, right? But where you see engines of growth, you need to double down. And IFC is not in the business of shying away from risk. Actually, we are counter-cyclical. We are there for the rainy day and the sunny day. And we are partners for the long term. Because we believe that it is the fundamentals of any economy that you need to stick by. And Nigeria has the foundations that make startups and the startup sector really grow. Look at some of the companies that have emerged out of Nigeria in the recent years. You'll see that these are companies that IFC has really backed. We can name quite a few of them, but as you said, we've supported across the continent 1,200 companies, and we've invested almost $1 billion directly and indirectly through our venture platforms and through venture funds.
All right, and talking about some of these venture funds, we can't shy away from artificial intelligence at this point, and GITEX, a lot of conversations, about artificial intelligence and how it's either helping or the risk, that we see, coming with AI. So how's IFC, navigating all of that investments?
So as I was mentioning, yes, GITEX is really exciting. I mean,
Yeah.
I was in Abuja earlier this week, and then in Lagos yesterday and today. And if you go around into the pavilions here in Lagos, I mean, it's hard not to be amazed by the vitality, by the energy, by the optimism, by the innovation that the Nigerian youth and entrepreneurs from across the region are bringing to this sector. So you look at this vitality, you think, that's the future. And so we have to be investing in the future. As I mentioned, key to enabling these youth to do what they do is making sure you get the fundamentals of the infrastructure right. Yes, 86% of Africans have mobile phones, but are they actually getting the best use out of them? Are we reaching all parts of the country in rural areas? Are we serving underserved communities? Are we looking to women and what they can do to focus on the economy and support the economy? So that's really where IFC has its eye on, and it doesn't do it alone. It does it in partnerships with international investors, with domestic investors, working with government. It's all about partnerships in order to be able to leverage these partnerships to get to the benefits of the demographic dividend that Africa holds.
Right, and now all of us want to see dividends,
Yes.
at this point. So what are you seeing, in the future? Investment, coming into the continent from the IFC, and the trends that you're seeing that will shape, your investment decisions.
So again, it's about growth and it's about jobs. And so we are doubling down. We're really putting as much resources as we can and creating as many partnerships as we can. And it's not just about the capital that we mobilize. We also bring a lot of advisory services. So we work with firms, we work with our partners around risk management, around governance frameworks, to enable them to be sustainable and grow into the future. Because that's critical. It's not just about financing. If you look again at you mentioned AI sector. So the AI sector, yes, you need to have the foundational infrastructure. You also need to bridge the skills gap. We have a lot of digital illiteracy, so how do you bridge that gap? That's critical. How do you put in place the regulations that will allow governments to allow for innovation, but also protect against the risks of what AI and other digital technologies can bring? So all of these have to be put together in order to be able to reap those dividends that we were talking about.
Fantastic, and definitely I wish you the very best, and we're hoping that everyone, benefits, from all of this technology and investment. Thank you so much, Dalia Khalifa, the IFC Regional Director. It's great having your perspective today.
Thank you.